Greetings, mortals, and welcome back to Arc Mode, the Blindness of Eternity. When last we left off, we had finished off all the shades, those filthy, filthy shades that were killing us so badly. And we were working on a room full of slime and shadows and... Is that all? Oh, there was a phantom in there originally, but I think I killed it already. Whoa, that is loud. Oh, because I turned up my volume when I was trying to turn it down. That'll do it.
Eh?
Hey. So, let's see if we can split these guys apart.
No problem.
That would be a yes. This guy's gonna split off now. Oh, maybe not. That other one followed much closer than I thought it did. Oh, shit. I'm gonna pull these guys down here.
No problem.
Okay, so...
Eh?
I wonder what this ability does.
Alright, then.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna swap this to this. Play this to this, and this guy to this weapon. So it's now prone. You should be able to pound some good damage into it. And it's dead. No problem.
Alright then.
We've dealt with all of the reproductive enemies in this game. Or in the game. In this area, we've dealt with all of the enemies that summon more enemies. So that's good. We should... Whoa, what? This thing is firing on me from outside of my visual range. That's kind of cool. So let's see. Is this the only one there? It seems to be the only one here. And it's completely content to just chill over there, spitting at me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send him in.
No problem.
And knock it over. Knock it over again. I don't think reflex is its best save. Now, it just spit on me, so I'm gonna move out of here. Oh, it's no longer flanking us. See if I can get this off first. I don't think I can. Oh! Maybe I can.
Let's go.
There we go. Black Ooze is dead. Good times.
Eh?
So we can save this. Nobody took any damage. The spit move that it does, I don't know what that's supposed to do, but it doesn't seem to actually do anything at all. Even when it hits, I don't think it's doing any damage. So there's a lesser Black Ooze here.
Yeah.
I don't want...
Got
So I guess it did just hit her for 18 corrode damage with that. So we have just finished up the bestiary for the lesser Black Oozes. Cool beans. Let's take a look here. Let's see.
Eh?
We need another 300 experience on her. The still dark waters are reflected as black glass. Okay, there's a switch here. screech of metal and a snapping noise as you pull the lever. Put her first.
Eh?
Remind me never to help kill my god again. The light rises from the bones as you approach. You have a moment to register the faintest image of standing figure. Features a blur of mist of smoke before the world tilts. It is as if you have stepped sideways into a new life. You are racing down a flight of stairs, following a weaving circle of torchlight. Your own panting breaths are loud in your ears. Panic and your ropes alike foul your steps, and you nearly stumble before a hand reaches out to grip your arm and steady you. A fellow acolyte who smiles encouragement as you reach the bottom. You run around and past the shallow reflection pool that marks the lowest point of the temple, following the dark shapes of the older priests as they lead the way toward the narrow hall that leads to the vault. You pass one of the torchbearers as you go. The harsh illumination of the flames reveals a familiar face. For a moment, your awareness spans time and identity, and you think Wharton has joined you, here at the bottom of the temple. In the memory, he glances at you for a moment, then looks past at someone else. "I'll come back once they're gone," he's saying. You're being pressed along by the crowd, and his words are growing faint. "Just keep quiet, we can't take any chances." Inside the vault, golden relics gleam like welcoming stars. The memory twists, jarring you loose from one moment and plunging you into another like a flung doll. There's only darkness around you now. You think yourself blinded until the knowledge settles onto you like a cloak. The candles have all burnt away. You know now, too, with sick certainty, that nobody is coming. There's a crackling noise somewhere to your left, a wet slurping gurgle and a ragged sob. You cannot see, so you cannot know which brother or sister has fallen and which digs after what water a body may provide. You hear, in the faint murmuring on your right, the familiar cadence of prayer, but you no longer recognize the words. You are too tired to do harm. Thirst is like fire within you. Your tongue is thick in your throat, and every breath is a struggle that leaches strength from you. There is a light, they said, at the end of every bout of darkness, but this one does not end. The spirit releases you, and you come back to yourself in pieces. Your vision ceases, and the vault around you is revealed once more, casting in muted hues by sickly illumination of the soul, still drifting like fading fog. Fear wafts off the spirit in waves, fraying at your own emotions. I'm going to go with number 1. Actually, I'm going to go with number 3. The spirit seems to withdraw into itself. You sense less of its fear and confusion as it recedes, but the soul lingers still. No matter how many times I see you staring off at nothing, it doesn't get less weird. We gather the remains. Spend a few moments gathering up what you can of the bones of the priests. It provides heavy and gruesome burden, but you manage to recover them all. Okay, so we're going to save this. You're going to
Time
stealth.
to see and not be seen.
Hey, oh, I need to do this everywhere, just in case there's secrets. So we found a secret crate that has a potion of spirit shield. Cool. Very cool.
Why not?
So, pick the lock. Get Gon's share. Lesser known aspect of the god Aothus, Gon represents the cyclic nature of life and the seasons, as is often portrayed as a farmer wielding a scythe. He enjoys popularity among rural followers of Aothus, who are drawn to his varying identities as provider, shepherd of the dead, and defender against injustice. Gon's share is said to have been crafted by a distraught Dirwooden smith after the destruction of his home by a Glenfathan raiding party. Upon arriving at a neighboring settlement, the smith immediately set about to his work, intending to craft a weapon suited to the righting of wrongs to his village. Toiling over several weeks, he was able to fashion a heavy flail covered in small sickle-shaped blades, which he was determined to send any returning invaders into the afterlife. That's pretty cool. So 30% of grazes are converted to hits. 20% of damage restored as endurance, not hit points. This is an important distinction. And it has +4 accuracy and yada yada. So we can take this. We'll take the pry bar because why not? And let's see, anything else in here?
Time to see and not be seen.
Guess I should turn on fast mode. Some of the gold leaf on these relics is chipped away to reveal the wood beneath. There are wood tooth marks on the bowls. And scratches on the brickwork and the stone hinges. The sand rocks unsteadily on its base. It seems the mechanism is broken. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of exploring here. Let's take a look. Obtain a decent amount of experience. Now, the person who sent us in here, surprise, surprise, is also the person who was mentioned in the thing. Wharton is the guy who said that he would be back. And I guess, to an extent, he was telling the truth, because he did come back, only he came back way, way later. Save.
Hello.
I think I've sorted out the worst of it. Arm's hurting a little less. You were down there a while. Did you find anything? I'm gonna go with number 1. Well, actually, he didn't lie to me. I'm gonna go with number 3. No, of course not. Just never good to linger around these places, that's all. Did you find anything? Well, I guess he did lie to me about who he is, so we'll go with number 1. What? I was clear about everything. The risk involved, is that what you mean? I did say there'd be spiders, and I'll pay you, of course, for the trouble. Number 1. Wharton opens his mouth to protest, but something in your expression stops him. He swallows nervously and looks away. His voice, when he speaks, is small. How did you... I'm gonna go with number 1. Wharton makes a strange, wounded noise. Betrayed? I was never one of them. Mad followers of the Shattered God. If I could have chased them all out of town, if... You don't understand. I tried to help them, I did. Every day, every single day I went to that temple and I warned them. I told them if they were playing with fire that Raedric wouldn't be patient forever. And every time they'd shrug it off, like I didn't know what I was talking about. Like it wasn't costing me coming in to try and help them. I could have been arrested right alongside them. Too. No, of course not. I don't know. I think on it all the time, wondering. I told the commander the priests had left town and he ordered the temple sealed. I remember that moment. It was like a dream. Like I went away for a time. I watched them start bringing the place down, burn the tapestries and the books. It was like between one blink and the next, it was over. Too late to say anything. Too late to say anything? You had days to tell someone. I'd have dug them out with my own hands if I'd known. They were some of the last decent folk left in this hole. Now all we got left is people like you. Oh, number 1. Or number 4, rather. I told you the way of it. I told you what happened. Guess it's your turn now to make a decision. Let's see here. This is a pretty serious crime. This isn't like killing someone in an emotional fit, right? Like the other one was it was, you know, relationship drama, right? Not something that Eldrea would worry about. This is a little different than that. Which deity is this again? I don't think that Eldrea necessarily has the authority to kill this man. Killing this guy in the middle of town, especially with the town the way that it is right now, is potentially a bad idea. Did I set my alarm? I don't think I set my alarm. One of these days I'm going to remember to do that. Would she just outright kill this man? What Aldrea is most likely to do, like this is my thinking for what Aldrea would probably do in this situation. Just I actually can picture it very clearly. Is she would grab hold of him and she would physically march him into the room that all those people were in, and he would show she would show him exactly what happened, and she would point out, because she has this sort of like ability with the Watcher thing to see what happened, and she would explain to him exactly what happened, who starved where, all the stuff that happened to lead leading up to the moments of their death, right? Because this guy is legitimately mournful of what he did. At least it seems that he is. Then again, maybe not. This is something, he might not be, because it might be that he's just trying to get the remains removed in order to, like, hide what he did. But I don't think that anyone would care, right? No one would actually care. So like I don't see that doesn't seem like a legitimate motivation. I'm gonna go with the diplomatic option for this one, because that's sort of my default when I can't think of a good way to I can't think of an option that actually fits perfectly for what she would do. So I'm gonna go with number one. So let's see. I'm not sure that's true. It's been years now. What am I supposed to do? I'm gonna go with number one. Orton looks at the remains. He runs a hand through his hair, letting out another ragged breath. I can do that, I can. I'll lay them to rest. Try and do right by them somehow. Thank you truly for what you've done. Giving me a second chance, I'll put it to good use. You'd better, because if you don't, then I'm going to murder you when I actually have the legal authority to do so. And I will. That's the thing about Aldrea. Eventually, she will accumulate the power. I've got the power. So let's see, do I want to put another point in athletics yet, or do I want to put... I'm going to try to keep these 1 point behind, I think. So we'll put one lore and one mechanics. So we don't get a new class unlock. Sacrifice melee accuracy for significant boost of damage. So 20% increased damage is pretty substantial. So this gives... By the way, this effect, not terribly good, honestly. A graze... So one-handed weapon style is not a good thinger. Just because the whole point of one-handers is that you get the accuracy bonus. And the higher your accuracy is, the less important this effect will become. Especially if you get up to plus, 20 or plus 30 to hit, and you're eating away into your chance to graze. That's kind of cool. Interesting. Plus... This is really good. I'm gonna want to get this on that guy. Fast runner is kind of cool. So this would give me an extra knockdown. I don't think that that's something that I want. So it looks like I can actually do more than one weapon focus, which is kind of cool. But I don't want to do that. Now, I think I'm going to eventually be going with 2 weapon style. But I don't want to do it now. The question is, what do I want to get now? So this is something that allows me to finish off enemies quickly who reach low life. And plus 0.5 to crit damage multiplier against targets that are low on life is actually really good for enemies that are really hard to kill. But this is kind of cool. 20% increased damage at the cost of 5 melee accuracy. Hold the line is actually really good. This increases my engagement limit. This is plus 10 to defenses, so cautious attack, I don't think this is good. I think I'm actually going to get hold the line, because plus 1 enemies engaged means that I can flank more enemies, and it also means that I can prevent more enemies from moving around more than just the one enemy that I'm attacking. So let's go with this. So hold the line is taken. At some point I'll probably want to get that savage attacks thing. I just don't think now's the time. So he can get another spell. I think I'm going to give him Ray of Fire. for now. Actually, what I'm going to do... No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. We could do this. Corrode damage. Miasma's dull-mindedness. AoE confusion could be kind of cool. I think that getting Ray of Fire is probably better, just to get something to deal damage with. So these are... That's kind of cool. So this would allow me to penetrate damage reduction with his blast ability, which is kind of cool. And I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get this penetrating blast thing. Blast is, I think, the encounter power thing that he has, right? I hope this is... I really hope that's this thing. If it isn't that thing, then I'm gonna be very upset. I guess we'll just find out. It occurs to me that this doesn't actually specify that. So let's take a look here. We've got him. Just pop a couple points in athletics. So Wary Defender increases the fighter's awareness while in defender mode, granting a bonus to all defenses, plus 10 to all defenses. This ability, amazing. So while he's in defense mode now, he's got just a massive decrease in damage taken. So let's see, he has a lot of points saved up. He actually hasn't spent any points anymore, which is weird. I'm gonna get him up to 3 athletics and just dump points into war. So what is this? Enemies take burn damage from the priest's holy radiance. Vessels take increased burn damage. Condemns the priest's foes, dazing any enemies in the area of effect. Faithful Magran granted accuracy bonus with sword and barbecue. You can cast a special version of the Burst of Summer Flame. Everyone receives less healing from the priest's holy radiance, but the priest gains a bonus to all attributes of movement. Oh, that's interesting. 0.25 healing? Allies gain an accuracy bonus from Holy Radiance. Is that what this is? Oh yeah, we're doing this. Plus 5 accuracy for 15 seconds on every enemy or every ally. That's definitely worthwhile. That's a pretty big damage increase. So he now has major fatigue.
No problem.
Because of course he does. Wait, what was that was going on? I don't know. Okay, so what we've got here is a party that is healthy enough to do some work, I think. So we're gonna keep on keeping on down here for now, at any rate. We still have a few spells. Well, still. We have a few spells again, because when we leveled up, we actually gained the spell slots, and those spell slots we apparently get to keep, so you don't have to rest in order to utilize them like you do in Infinity Engine games. So, let's go over here. And...
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Down into darkness. That is a lot of friggin' shadows. I'd forgotten just how many of these there are. It's only shadows though, I think. Yep. Actually gonna pull these guys over here.
All right then.
Oh, that makes my life easier. Oh.
Afraid to close your eyes, Watcher? Not all of us are on such bad terms.
Oh, good. Perfect. Well, not perfect. Substantially less than
Of course.
perfect.
I need some help here.
Shit. Where did he go? Okay, I think that this is one is alone now, so I'm just gonna bring Eldray over here.
All right then.
Of course, he's not alone. He's not alone at all. Okay. So each one of them is going to have to basically solo their own. Gonna bring this guy over here.
If it makes you easy.
Shit. Oh, at the same time the shadow died too. That's sad. But yeah, the reason that that happened is just because I took way too much damage. I shouldn't have had the increased speed on.
Sure.
And I just took a lot of damage before the fight even began. So let's open this up.
Of course.
Okay, so we have 3 here, it looks like. We have to pull him back.
What?
D.
Actually, we can swap into this. I don't know why I wasn't in that to begin with. Yeah, he's toast. I don't think there's any. Ooh, maybe there is a chance. Because that shadow's knocked down for how long?
Of course.
For long enough.
Aye?
Long enough.
Hey. All right then.
That's not good.
How may I help?
Actually, let's just try to do this first.
Arthur, where sun rock.
Hell, completely missed. Well, he's dead. There's no way that he's gonna survive this, so let's just... We will not.
Hey.
There we go. Say we're not gonna load before he actually dies. But that was... bad. So,
No problem.
I actually had him in the wrong weapon set this whole time. So this will increase his defense by like 20. He's got 81 defense now. Or deflection rather.
Hmm?
I'd say it's time to get a campfire going. Let's sleep.
Okay, I'm gonna pull her forward.
Hey.
Yeah.
After him!
Okay. Attacking Eldrea. Let's swap into this, swap him out of defensive mode. Start beating on him. There we go. So the first one's down. That will hopefully make it easier to single pull the next set. Great, they're stuck in the wall. Yeah, so basically, those guys occasionally get stuck in doorways like that. And when they get stuck in the doorway like that, they won't actually aggro. The one in the
Yeah.
back, however, will aggro if
Yes.
it what's the word? Is hit. Oh, so it looks like when the game is loaded, they get fixed and they start doing what they're supposed to do. I'm not sure what causes that, but shit. I think we'll be able to get this guy along.
All right then.
Parathis!
There we go. Oh good, and this is a proper one too. Well, there we go. We took a little bit of damage there, but
Sure.
not very much. And whoa, hello. Yep, these guys are just chilling here. You can see how it's looking at her. I think that that's what's causing this. I'm gonna see if I can go over here. I have line of sight anyway. But yeah, it's definitely looking like it's an issue with the way that the AI handles the de-aggroing process.
Yeah, no problem.
I wish she had some sort of ranged attack.
Yeah, sure.
Hmm? All right then.
But I'm pretty sure that what's just going to happen is eventually he's going to get close enough. Oh. He actually got in melee range before that thing aggroed.
No problem.
he seriously that? Oh, he's not in defense.
You're not getting through me.
That would explain it, to be sure. So that actually would have been fine if he had been in the defense stance. I didn't actually... Oh, whoops. Oh, great. So I actually saved in a place where they're going to immediately aggro
Sure.
once they get fixed.
Of course.
Too
So I'm going to pop this.
long has it been since we made camp.
All right then.
Got it.
Leave it to me.
Eh? After him.
There we go.
Hmm.
So, that one's dealt with. Looks like this is another group.
Sure.
One of them is running away already. So that means this one should be pretty far away from his friends right now. And hopefully single pullable.
Let's go.
Hmm.
Clunk. It hits with an additional effect. Prone. 5.5 seconds.
Eh?
Okay, so we should have, I think, only 2 left. Maybe 1.
No problem.
This is the last one that I'm going to directly go for here.
Eh?
Clunk. There we go. Shadow destroyed. And now we can check out the room. Cool. Just have her sneak around. Don't see anything yet. Crumpled note. This letter is fairly intact, though the parchment itself has been crumbled. Jester, I know the temple baths boast great healing properties and that your back ails you still. Still, I would ask that if you are to indulge in the greater part of the day, you give over your key to the sanctum to someone else for safekeeping. This is not the first time we've been forced to wait to perform the day's rites, and the Rectrix Obrica is often too far below to hear our knocking.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna save this. And there is one room left here, but there's no way we're gonna be able to do that room with our current frailty. So we'll just have to come back to that. The next room is going to have multiple of the king things that we fought in the previous armor. So he is sitting at 81 defense. He's gonna be doing a pretty good. Actually, you know what? Maybe gonna take a look at my journal. Let's take a look at my bestiary and look at the... I don't see the Skulder Kings on here. Weird. So what is the accuracy on this normal Skulder? 46. So a 46 accuracy enemy would be able to hit him.
Eh?
So he has an additional 35. Wow, that's actually really impressive. So he would have... There'd be a 50% chance of missing outright. So there'd only be about a 15% chance of being hit with a normal attack. Like a normal full damage attack. Everything else would be just a graze. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all.
Hey.
But that's
Sure.
the really weak guys. There's more of them
Eh?
than just that. So we're gonna try to do what we can here. Let's try to pull them into this place. That was a mistake. It was convenient hidey hole right there.
Sure.
Just try to make it to... Oh my goodness. So, we have a doorway here. So we can fight them in the doorway. It looks like they are all going to fight me.
Slowly dying of poison.
And that means that we can start fighting the Skulder Kings.
Slowly dying of poison.
How are we taking so much damage?
Curses!
4.
Yeah.
How may I help?
What? How did it... It just walked through the door!
Not to alarm.
Okay, we're gonna let... It just walked through the door. You can't do that. It's not fair. Filthy cheater. I'm the only one who's allowed to do that. Okay. So... Let's save this. I don't think that we're gonna have much chance of getting this group down. We'll test this. Test what the limits are.
Sure.
Hmm?
So they can both attack.
Don't feel so good.
I think. Can neither of them attack? We have to load. That's unfortunate and buggy. So neither of them were actually able to attack, despite the fact that they were clearly in melee range. I don't think that I'm going to be able to do this, but we do have the second level spells available to us, which means that... Ooh, you know what else we could do? We could do the really, really mean thing. Nope, we can't do the really, really mean thing. We don't have a level 1 spell available to us. That's really unfortunate.
Not to...
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison.
Not to alarm you, but I'm... Slowly... Aye? Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison. Not to alarm you. But I'm slowly not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison.
So,
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison.
yeah, this isn't gonna happen. Not with this setup. We need more stuff. If we just had the
Indeed.
Yeah.
well, actually, let's see. Rather than having him tank, let's see what other options we have at our disposal. We could have her tank instead. And if we give her all the tank gear, she actually has better AC than he does. Because she's more dexterous. So, let's take a look. Oh, that's the other thing. They're not wearing the proper equipment. So those guys are dealing, I think, slashing damage. So let's slap on some mail armor. That'll protect against their attacks. Give her this. And so she'll be able to swap between the two sets. This set has 61 defense. Oh wait, no. I'm wrong. She can't actually be as durable as he can. Now that I think about it. So let's give him this. We'll need to give him his ring back. Okay, so all we need is to get him in the proper gear. So let's swap that onto him. With the scale armor. But I think that was actually the biggest component of why we were taking so much damage. It's just that I forgot that he had the corrosion armor on for fighting those oozes, which doesn't do crap against these enemies. So this should make a pretty meaningful difference in his mitigation. I'm also going to make sure that he's in here.
Eh? Eh?
That's not good.
Hi?
And
Feels so
over here. No.
Yeah.
When he killed it, they did not do this properly. So it's supposed to pause when the thing dies. It did not pause when it died, which meant that she moved forward, which means that I'm not going to be able to fight this effectively.
feel so-
She's probably going to die.
good.
Okay, there we go. See, that's what's supposed to happen.
Hey.
Good. So everybody's able to attack. We're gonna knock it over.
Yes?
And we're gonna prone for 11 seconds. Oh boy. Oh, I forgot to swap. Holy shit. It just crit her for 57 points of damage. Yeah, not a chance. Okay, we need to rest before we can do this, just because we're going to need to be able to cast more spells than just those. I probably could have done that well enough that I'd be able to get that one down. I don't think without extreme edge cases of luck I'd be able to actually take out it and the other one. And they don't seem to be splittable, so since they're not splittable, it's just best to pop outside and call it a day. That will also allow him the this guy to actually hit things, because he's got like, -20 accuracy right now. Little ridiculous. We could try going after these ones in here. I think I'd rather go after them after I deal with other dudes, though. Those things really are very frustrating because of their confused status effect. Ooh. Excuse me. Seriously? Apparently we only have 5 minutes left.
Welcome.
Always welcome. Okay. So let's finish clearing out the temple here. I do think that it's worthwhile to clear out the temple. Stoic, huh? Stoic. Okay, so we're gonna just pull everyone over here, except him, obviously. He has the best stuff that I can give him, I believe. Let's get 14 DR against slashing. It's a pretty powerful weapon there. What am I doing? She's not the one who's supposed to be pulling. He's the one who's supposed to be pulling. So I'm gonna have her stand here, waiting in the wings.
Hey.
Ditto for him. And we should be able to pull these guys now. So I'm gonna stand here.
Eh?
Not to alarm you, but I'm...
Whoa, 20 damage crit. That's a good way to start things off.
Yes?
3 wizard spells.
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly
Just-
dying of poison.
Eh?
I'm a dumb person. So hopefully he'll be able to kill that thing relatively fast.
Yes? Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison.
Yeah.
Not to alarm you, not to alarm... Hey.
So that Skulder is dead. We're going to take a step back. He's going to take a step back.
But I'm...
Okay, so now we're dealing with the king. So it has a -27 to hit, which means that it's going to have a difficult time hitting. We are going to use
Yes.
2 separate... Well,
Eh?
I don't think we're gonna use her effects. Never mind. I lied. So this one's gonna be down for 12 seconds.
What?
So damage reduction of 18 on this bad boy. I'm gonna go ahead and try to blind him. He is successfully blinded. 25 seconds. I'm gonna just try to knock him over again. Then fail at that. Is he attacking? Oh, he's attacking her now. I'm gonna swap him to this. Whoa! Aldrea's going down pretty fast. She's dosed. Okay, we're loading. How am I gonna deal with this guy? I thought I had this in the bag, but that thing is just tearing into Aldrea.
Yeah.
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying.
Is this flanked? Oh. Great.
I don't feel so good.
Hey,
What?
What?
hey.
Started moving before
What?
she did. That's not what I like to see.
Hi?
Gonna wait for her to recover a bit before I send her in. Okay, so she just killed it.
What?
What the heck is up with this? She's not moving when I tell her to. And so the other thing just moves into the space and then kills her when she should move just as quickly as it is. I don't get what's going on there. But it's not very healthy for me. So we're just gonna stay
Leave it
right
to
here.
me.
Gonna send her in. Send him in.
Not to alarm
How may I help?
you, but I'm slowly dying. Poison.
So I'm gonna shoot him. Oh, that's interesting. So that's the blast. Interesting. So what we're going to do is we're going to cast a blessing. We're going to cast dazzling lights.
Hey.
Yeah.
So that's done. I'm going to try to knock this guy over with her. We are going to... Fortitude doesn't seem like a good thing to cast. I don't know how much this will give me. Take a look. +4 damage reduction. Not terribly amazing. but it's workable. And let's cast this.
Ulu.
So plus 7 resolve is a lot of resolve. She crits him for 5 damage.
Aye?
Let's try to cast the blind.
What?
I kind of feel like I have to drop her out.
Eh?
Because if she takes another point, she's gonna die.
Got him.
She's dead. Okay. If she doesn't get out of here... Oh good, she got out. She got out.
Hey.
Okay, that's good. That's weird. So we're still in combat. This thing is just chilling. Oh, it's blind. That's why.
Yes?
So because it was blind, it couldn't actually see where I was. So one thing that I could do is try using that combo. And I think I will. But first, let's try and paralyze this thing and see if it works.
Yeah.
If we can get a paralysis off on it.
Thing isn't.
It is... So, Fetid Caress didn't work.
Doing the job.
Please tell me. Okay, good. It's paralyzed for 10 seconds.
Eh?
Hey. Hey.
Got him.
Pulling her out. And we're gonna use withdraw on him. Oh shit. That's not
Eh?
good.
Yes?
That's not good at all. That was not my intent. She's gonna die if she gets hit, so okay. The problem there was he was out of position. If he was positioned slightly better than when I did that, the enemy would have been blocked off. But yeah, this is going to be a really hard fight because there are two of those kings, and the kings are... Each one is basically just a boss fight. Each one of those kings is just going to be a nightmare to kill. They have 1,000,000 damage resistance, and... are just generally awesome at making me die.
Eh?
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying.
Oopsies, wrong guy.
What?
Poison.
Try to get this guy.
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying.
Oh shit.
Don't feel so good. Let's go.
Yes.
What?
Hey.
Eh?
Hey.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to try to do here is similar to what I did last time. Knock that guy on his butt. So he's prone for 2 more seconds. Armor faith. 4 damage reduction just isn't very much. I don't think there's much reason to try that. That is a lot of damage. I don't know what their will is. What is their will? 49. This is probably worth casting. I'm just gonna cast this on this guy. So he's got a Divine Mark. Did 33 points of damage. And his defenses are crippled. Let's try and knock him over again.
Got him.
So, things on the ground.
What?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, so I'm gonna get her back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get her back. Shit.
Hey.
Well, plus I only grazed her. So let's cast another blind because that seems to work a lot better than the other one did. And let's cast another one of these burns. She cannot knock him over again. Shit. Divine Mark missed. How does Will compare to... How did I miss? So, accuracy is only 48 for this attack, so it's a -1, which means that we have like a 15% chance to miss. I'm going to try to use this repulsing seal.
Eh?
It seems to have better accuracy.
No problem.
Okay, so this thing's been knocked prone. We're going to swap to the proper weapon for him. And we're going to recast Bless.
Ha! Got him.
What?
Knocked him over again. Good. So if we can keep this guy on the ground... then we might be able to handle this. It's going to be a close call. Damage is 19 to 28 freeze damage. Can I... Let's see if I can get this on him. Doesn't look like it. So let's pop here. If only he could reach melee range. Let's see. Try and daze him, I guess. I think I'm gonna use the Barbs of Condemnation. Knocked on the ground again. Let's try to get as much damage into him as possible. Oh shit, she is the target now.
What?
He can't kill her in one hit at this point.
Sure.
Okay. So she's out,
Aye?
and hopefully
Yeah.
his inevitable death. Whew. That was really, really scary. but
Sure.
we did it. And we don't get any experience for those. So Skulder Kings apparently
Yeah.
are not tracked separately from the normal Skulders. Yikes. Which also means that we can't presumably look at their bestiary. Oh, whoa, there's more than one of them.
No problem.
So these are the guys that turned back at some point during the last one. Keep an eye on these guys.
Alright then.
Trying to separate these two away from each other. This doesn't look like it's gonna happen. They move pretty much exactly the
Got it.
same distance every time, so. On the plus side, we can actually bring everyone into this fight. I'll have to keep them away for
Hey,
a
of
second.
course.
Dodge that. Oh my goodness! He just crit that thing for 30 damage. It's almost dead already. Wow, those Skulder whelps are really weak. Let's see.
After all.
There we go. I don't know what kind of enemies we would normally fight in here if we didn't have it on this difficulty, but if we were normally supposed to fight the Skulder whelps here, that would be really hilarious and sad. So I think that, yes, our time has run out. We are going to
I'll see what I can find.
just finish exploring this room. And we're going to loot this, and then we're done. The Pilgrim's Lasting Vigil, +1 resolve and perception. The end of the Saints' War and the detonation of the Godhammer bomb is still mourned by followers of Aethys around the world. While the conflict diminished Aethys is following in Dyrwood, many remain faithful to the God of Dawn and Redemption, confident that he will one day rise again. Many followers make annual pilgrimages to shrines and temples of Aethys, or what remains of them, on the anniversary of Saint Waidwin's death. The particulars of these vigils vary. In Raid Saris, they are often marked by song and by recitation of Saint Waidwin's sermons. In the Deerwood, where worshippers of Aethys are often persecuted, such ceremonies may involve standing in a respectful silence until sunrise. It is customary for worshippers to wear armor or other articles to commemorate Aethys or his leadership through Waitman. This helmet bears the sunburst helmet of the Raid Saren army. It is likely first worn by a soldier serving in the Saints' War. Interesting. So, Resolve +1 and Perception +1. We're going to go ahead and grab that for Aldrea. Get +1 to Perception and +1 to that other thing.
And what does the flame reveal?
And I think that this... Ooh, this goes up somewhere. Where does it go? I didn't realize that this left to another area. I thought we were done with the entire temple. Okay, so we have gone to some secret area back here that we didn't know about before. So we'll find out what this is next time, I guess. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you again next time.